and he's like, your zip is burst. Ah! What is this? Welcome back to my channel. Wait, my lips are ashy. Okay, how are you guys doing? So basically today I'm bringing you guys an interesting video, not because I'm eating, but because of what we're going to be talking about. So basically this is a mukbang, yes you know, and I'm going to be talking about the most embarrassing moments / experiences of my life. Stress. But anyway, I'm basically exposing myself. I've got some juice, y'all know what he do and what he does. Marinda gang all the way, and it's in a flute because I mean I can if I want to. And then let's introduce our food. So I have pizza. This is chicken and mushroom, right? It's from Pizza Inn, obviously. And then I've got some spicy wings from Chicken Inn and then chips. That's what I've got today. There we go. That's what I've got. So basically guys, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so that you can become part of the nation, because I think you know what it is. So we'll start with my first one. I was in Form 1, I think. For those of you that don't know, Form 1 is basically like the first year of high school. Yeah. And what happened? Okay, so I was in class and I was like tipping on my chair. Sorry. If you know the school that I went to, you know that tipping on your chair wasn't allowed. So by tipping I mean like balancing on the two back legs of your chair. Also, I thought I was a cool kid. I thought I was all that. So that's what I was doing, right? And I was like tipping over on my chair and I was playing around and everything, right? And literally when we were like, we're all paying attention to what the teacher was saying. Then I don't know what happened. Guys, I really don't know what happened, guys. It just came out of nowhere. How do I say this? Fell. I fell. And it was hard for me to deal with, but I fell and everybody was just like, oh my gosh. And I remember I fell, right? And there was like a guy sitting in front of me, but to the left of me, right? So I was sitting here and this guy was sitting here, right? And there wasn't, I can't remember why, but there wasn't a desk in front of me. So when I fell, how do I explain how this happened? The chair tipped over and I tipped over with the chair. So basically my back was on the back of the chair and then my two legs, yes of course everyone has two legs, my two legs were on the two front legs of the chair. So my legs were basically elevated. And this man who's in front of me, what does he do? Ask me what he does. He looks. And because I fell, guys, it was so sudden, like I don't even know, like I don't know what happened. It was so sudden, even I wasn't expecting it. So when I fell, I literally spent like 5 seconds on the ground and I was like, okay, how am I gonna deal with this? And I was in pain because I got hurt, right? But then like obviously I wasn't gonna like act like it because I mean, why would you look? I remember this guy was my best friend at the time. Anyway, these are not in order of like the most embarrassing or anything, they're just like. My second one is what happened. Guys, I think this was recently, actually. Well, not recently, but like when I was in Form 4. That's like 2 years ago. 2019, I guess. Yeah, 2019. So I was in 2019, and that was in 2019. I was in Form 4, living my best life, right? So this one morning, I'm late. I woke up late, everything's just happening late. My dad was also not having a really good day. He was late. It was just stressful, you know? And I remember my first class was Geo, and I had like a love-hate relationship with this Geo teacher. If you guys know, you know, like if you go to Hack, and if you're in my stream, you know. That like we had a love-hate relationship. And I remember I used to like this teacher and I always used to smile because I was just that kid, like I acted so hyped to see all the teachers, right? And she always used to say to me, breakfast, noise yako, noise. Because she was pregnant at the time. I remember each fun memories. But anyway, what happened was I was late in Geo was my first class. And I was like, you know what? If I go in looking like a sad puppy, looking like I'm so sorry, looking like it's the end of the world, she's gonna do me kanyama kanyama. She's going to literally take advantage of that. So I was like, I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna be confident. I'm not gonna look back. I'm gonna just say, morning, I'm walking, sit down, done. What does your girl do? She does exactly that. That's exactly what I did. Man, I was proud of myself. Time. I was like, yes. Right? So I went into class. Morning, ma'am, sorry, I'm late. So yeah, go sit down. So apparently, because I didn't look back, she was trying to call me. But I didn't see it. I didn't see that. So I went to sit down with my best friends. Now, my best friends couldn't see what everybody else could see because they were like, I walked into the classroom like this, facing this way. The door is here. I walked in facing this way. And they were sitting here. So they couldn't see. So I basically went, sat down with them, and got ready for class, basically. Then this guy called me. Guys, let's call him Hot. Let's call him Hot because this guy's hot. Like, I don't want to lie. But anyway, it's fine. Let's call him Hot. So then Hot called me and he was like all the way across like the classroom. And I looked at the teacher and she was just looking and she gave her consent for me to go because she would have said, what is that? Hot, stop doing that, right? So I go to Hot and he's like, and then I lean down and he's like, your zip is burst. Yeah, guys. When I tell you my heart, guys, oh my goodness. So if you know which school I went to, you know that we wear, what are they called? Pencil skirts. So you know pencil skirts are very like, you know what I'm saying? So he says to me, your zip is burst. I'm there like, what? So I feel, obviously, like I put my hand back like to feel and my zip is actually burst. Guys, my tongue is on me, pants. Hey, guys. Hey. I was just like, and I remember in the moment, I'm not even eating. In the moment, I was just like, you know what, could I get a hold of yourself? Move on, keep it moving. So I was like, gee, and I remember I went to the teacher. I was feeling this small, but I was walking like I'm the queen. I went to the teacher, I'm like, ma'am, please can I go to the uniform shop? And she's like, yeah, go. And I'm walking and I go. And I'm walking like I'm the queen. As soon as I got out of the classroom, my shoulders went, I'm not gonna cap. But anyway, I got it fixed and I came back. Everybody was like, wow, you're so confident. Wow, I would have never been able to walk like that with my zip broken. I was like, guys, if you knew. And then the second story about my zip is also at school. Same skirt, or not same skirt, but like obviously I was wearing a plexi skirt because I was at school. So basically, I think this was like on my second or third day of school in Form 1. And obviously, I didn't really have friends yet. I didn't really have people that I knew. So I was kind of like chilling alone at the time. But, oh, these things are spicy! Oh, class was about to start. And I was like, let me go to the tuck shop, get myself some sweets, and then I'll come back. So I went. And there was literally like no one in school because everybody was black in class, right? And I was walking, you know, trying to look confident, like, you know, my confident walk. If you know me, you know how I was walking, right? And I low-key felt that something was wrong at the back, but I was like, excuse me. In my head, I was thinking, this skirt is new. I've literally worn it for 2 days, bruh. There's no way it's bust. Then Hot comes. So obviously, you know how like you walk into class, you see like, oh, that guy's a little cute, whatever, you know. So I had a crush on this guy, right? Then he's walking behind me, and I didn't even know because he was walking so quietly, like I didn't know. Then he's like, hey. I was like, yeah. And then he's like, I think he said the same. I think he said your zip is bust again. And I was like, what? He's like, your zip. And he laughed. The worst thing, guys, is that he laughed at me, guys. And I was just there like, bruh, like, why would you do that? But anyway, he laughed and I was just like, what? And I looked at my zip was bust. I know the thing is, I was wearing blue panties. Blue with little blue and white hearts and glitter. Okay, not glitter, that. But it was so embarrassing. Like, I just wanted the ground to swallow me up that day. And I was like, you know what? No. And it's just like, because both times this guy had a crush and told me, and I was just like, what is that? What culture is that? Anyway, the next one. Hey, just say. This one is bad, I don't know. Like, I was in grade 7. If you know me, you know that I went to a chill school from grade 1 to grade 6. And in grade 7, I went to a government school. I went to a government school. Where do I start? So the year goes by, and I'm working hard because I want to pass. I could barely speak Shona. I needed to at least get 1 or 2 units in Shona. I ended up getting 2. You know, so I was working hard and everything. But there was always this boy, guys. Stress, guys. Stress, right? I remember he was cute. Like, we even talk now, like we're homies now, right? And everybody knew. I feel like, oh, not everybody. But like, there was a point in time when it came out and like the teacher straight out asked me, she was like, so you have a crush on this guy? And I had no choice but to tell the truth. I was like, well, actually I said no, but then everybody knew that I was capping. You know, everybody was just like, cap. We move. And I was still, excuse me, keeping up with like school and everything, right? Boom. Then last day of exams, we read our last exam. I was in sick exams. We read our last exam. We're sitting in class. Then the teacher's like, right, you know there's levers, right? At this point, I'm like, oh my goodness. Because I was looking for a way to ask this guy to go to the levers dance with me. So I was like, oh my goodness. And the teacher's like, okay, so we're gonna start with that corner of the room going this way, right? And you're all going to tell us who you want to go with. So people now start making up funny names because nobody wants to say it, right? And I remember, like, we went through the whole, I was literally sitting at the end of the row, like, I was the second last person to say something. And everybody's saying fake names. And in my heart, I'm like, you know, me, I'm a real G. Me, I'll tell the truth. No cap. Hey, yeah. Why would I do that? Please ask me. Anyway, so everybody's saying, and I remember the 4 girls before me, or was it 5 girls? I don't know. The first one said Matthew. Second one, Mark. Third one, Luke. Matthew, Mark, Luke, Luke. Fourth one, John. Then it's me, and everybody's just like, what did I say? Did I not say his name? Let's call him TK. Did I not say his name? I was just like, TK. And my teacher's like, could I have Mukbang? Like, she's just playing, but everybody knew. Everybody had seen. Yeah, even after TK heard that, I still went with another girl. That's why I didn't go to my levers. I never went. I was like, you know what? No, thank you very much. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. If I can't have you, then I'm not going. If I can't have you, it's a completely on the table. Yeah. This next one is when I was in Form 3. I feel like I took all the L's at school, bruh. Anyway, I was in Form 3. I don't remember what exam this was. When an exam, exam season can physically be so draining. Like, it's so draining having like exam after exam, and the whole process is draining. So I'm in an exam finished writing like I think 20 minutes before the end of the exam. And then I'm like, gee, I need to get some sleep. I don't know why. I never sleep in exams, but that day I was like, hey, bring it on. I'm the queen, I can do anything.
Okay. Okay.
She like this, right? On the table, on the desk, I was like this. And I put my head down like this. Or was I like this? I'm not sure, but it was like one of the two, right? I'm trying to sleep, catch some Z's or whatever. I see the invigilators are walking around, whatever. I'm just there like, bruh, please leave me, I'm going to sleep. Right? Sharp. Then, I think I fell asleep. I don't know what happened, but I think I had like a second where I like fell asleep or something. Now the thing is, this exam was after break. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I felt like farting, right? Then I was like, maybe if I sleep, this feeling will go away. Let me try and distract myself. Then I think I fell asleep for like 2 seconds. I don't know. I caught myself off guard, bruh. Did it not come out, bruh? At least it wasn't like one of those ones. But it just went like, I don't know how to make the sound, guys. And you know the funny thing is, as soon as it happened, remember I was like this, I went, and everybody, like I think only like the 4 people around me, excuse me, heard it and noticed it and knew that it was me. But everybody of course saw the commotion when I went, and everybody just started looking at me like, Koharef, right? Bruh, remember how I told you it was 4 people who heard me? The whole class knew by the end of the exam, bruh. It was so embarrassing. And the funny thing is, Hot was sitting in front of me. I feel like Hot has just seen all my L's. I'm not gonna cap. He has seen everything. I'm just here like, eh. But we don't even talk anymore. And what's the next one? Let me think. Okay. This one. Guys. Okay. So I think, in Form 1. Right? Everything was cool. I was at the high school that, you know, I've been talking about this whole time. Everything was cool, you know, it was break time with my friends or whatever, boy, right? Then, if you know the school, then you know that the Form 3 classes are like here, right? And they're going that way. Then there's like the gazebo here. And then there's like the assembly section, like behind the gazebo, right? But in front of the gazebo here, there are like benches. I don't know how to explain them. They're like benches, like you know the ones. I'll put like a picture of them, right? So there are those benches. So there was a bench like that, right? But it only had one side of seat. So there was like the seat, then the table. Then where there's supposed to be the seat here, there was nothing. Initially, I'd seen this, like when I went to sit there with my friends, I'd seen that this bench is lacking my sofa. If you know, you know. Right? I put my lunch bag down, I wanted to buy a burger, went, bought myself a burger, everything was cheap, everything was poor. Then I go to sit down with my friends. And I see my crush. This one's another guy. Let's call him you see my crush? Actually, let's call him John. If you know, then you're a real G. Like, I'm not gonna cap. Anyway, so John is there because he was in Form 3 when I was in Form 1. John is there in the front of his classroom doing his thing, right? And my favorite teacher was like standing there, like supervising him, right? Then I come. Obviously, I'm distracted now. I come. You know how I said one side didn't have a bench? What does your girl do? Guys, I sat, but like, I don't understand what happened because I had so much faith that there was a bench there. Like, even the way I sat, I was expecting to go and land on something. Did I? I landed on the ground. You know, my bum was dusty. Like, and you know the funny thing is, it went like it made a sound and everybody saw, and I was like, to make it worse, our skirts are like black, right? And the sand that was like under the item was white, so you could literally just see that I had fallen, and it was so embarrassing. And I remember, guys, this is the worst, right? So my bio teacher came along, my science teacher. I think I was doing science at the time, but he ended up being my bio teacher anyway. So my science teacher came along and he starts talking to M, and M is like, "I see as one I real breakfast like an earthquake." Guys, we deserve less, bruh. And I was like, what? And it was so embarrassing for me. Like, I was just thinking, like, oh my goodness. Even all my friends were just like, and could I? How rough? Like, how, what's actually going on? Like, in your head, bruh? Like, are you alright? Are you okay? Yeah. One last item. And I'll be quiet here already. Should I be going to rain? But I just wanna know it's completely off the table. I'm waiting. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I still have some food left, but like I'm really full now, so I'll probably like have it tomorrow or something. But I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can become part of the channel. Cause you know. Please subscribe, please share, guys. Please can we get to 400 subscribers by the end of this month? Like, I'm actually just asking from like the bottom of my heart. That's just what I want right now. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.